What's up, guys? Hope you guys had a good, solid Tuesday session. I had a pretty good session today, which is good because I had a pretty rough day yesterday. So, good bounce back day, much needed. Today I focused on just basically just A plus setups, not taking a lot of trades, and just making it easy on myself. Just like psychology wise. So yeah, I only took 5 trades today, kept it simple. So yeah, we can break it down, go through the trades. Um, Today was interesting. BBGI was the main stock I traded. I took one trade on OMEX, but really BBGI is what paid me today. All my trades basically came in like the first hour. So 7 a.m. Eastern time, 4 a.m. Pacific. I'm on the West Coast, so I gotta get up pretty early to trade. But yeah, all my trades were basically within the first like 40 minutes, and then I didn't take another trade after that. So it's kind of interesting in that way, um, but it was a solid day. I just kept it simple. I really focused on my 5 minute pullback. The main trade I always talk about on this channel. I did get in early on it, like I like to, but I had reason to. It took me a couple attempts to get my first trade, but once I got it, it was a really nice winner. So yeah, the execution was just off on this first trade. I got in a little too high. I meant to get in. I meant to get in at around 6 flat. I got in at like 625 on this first trade, so that wasn't good. I was trying to get in, like I said, at 6 because the VWAP was at 614, and then the 90 MA on the 1 minute was at around 590. So I like that $6 level. Um, but yeah, really, I was focused on my like 5 minute micro pullback. However, with dips going forward, I think I'm gonna like if I do take a dip, I want to see like this type of setup where you have the 9 EMA and maybe even VWAP both near a whole dollar level. That's a trade I'm willing to take along with my 5 minute pullback, just to increase my odds on my trades, to improve my accuracy, because my accuracy has not been good, as you guys know. It's been pretty bad. So to improve accuracy, that's what I'm gonna focus on going forward, and that's why I was trying to get in at the $6 level. Because right here you can see like you have the 9 EMA at 605, VWAP at 612. So that's why I like this level, and it's a big reason why this trade worked. There's a lot of support at basically at $6, and so just give a nice squeeze, nice volumes, doing 1 million shares on a 5 minute candle. The news catalyst for this stock was not good though, which made this a really interesting play. You can see it was basically negative. I guess it was a net loss in Q4 for 190 mil. The revenue fell 21%. So that's the thing about small caps with news. Sometimes it can be hit or miss. Like sometimes news catalysts are obvious, and it's like, okay, this is obvious play, good news. But then you like sometimes you have news like this where it's like not good, and you have a stock go up because of it. I'm not sure exactly why that happens. Honestly, the best way to explain it is probably just like if a lot of these stocks are beaten down in general. Like this thing was beaten down for a long time at $3, multiple reverse splits. When a stock has bad news, on top of it already being down, it's kind of like the bad news is almost priced in. So like just because it has news and it's also a low float, kind of gives it attention, and then basically shorts get squeezed because of just any type of attention, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's important to not have a bias when you trade these stocks, and just to kind of trade the price action. Because if you see the stock going up and you see it making higher highs, higher lows, holding levels. That's what you really want to trade. You don't want to trade purely just based off the news. Um, but at times, if you see a good catalyst, then you could trade it a little differently. Maybe trade a little more aggressive if it makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's how that trade went. I basically got in at 6 right here, sold it at 7. I had something on my order flow indicator telling me that there was a zone at that level. So yeah, that was a really good trade. Took like the 20-30 cent loss before I made that winner, which was avoidable, but it is what it is. Be better next time. And then this trade, 663. So this trade, I took another dip, kind of like the same thing before, except with this one, I was trying to get closer to 650 because VWAP was at 646, and the 90 EMA was at 664. So I wanted to get in closer at 650, but I got in here instead, and then I got a nice bounce up, back up to 7 here. Let's see. Well, actually, I stopped at that one. Oh no, actually, oh there it is. Okay, so I stopped out. So yeah, like a lot of these trades, like my accuracy could have been honestly even better today, but I have trades where I have a good thesis. Like I want to get at 650 because VWAP is here and it's a half-dollar level, but my entry is just sometimes off. Like it's just I don't get the right fill or the best fill at least. Like 662 again, that's not the fill I'd like, but my thesis is more or less correct. Like I'm expecting price to bounce off this level and to give a good bounce up to the next resistance level or whatever. And that's what we get here, as you can see. I'm trying to see if this is gonna break 7. I was pretty confident it would, and then it did. It got a nice squeeze up to 750. Oh, I remember that this kind of sucked. My exit didn't pan out at all, so I missed out on basically all that profit, which was really annoying. I was trying to sell up here at 750, didn't get any of this. It dropped aggressively back down. I was able to get out at $7, so I made about 40 cents, but it should have been a much bigger winner. So that was kind of annoying. I think I have to change the offsets on my orders right now. I don't know what it is. I think I had it at. Actually, I have it right here. I think I changed it actually after this because I was annoyed. Yeah, so it was at 5 cents. So I changed it actually to I think 8 cents or something like that. Yeah, 8. Might have to widen it to 10, but yeah, that's been happening too frequently. Like I just miss out on extra profit because I can't get out when I need to. So yeah, but overall, great trades on BBGI, much better than yesterday. Was a lot more poised today. I didn't overtrade, just kept it simple. And yeah, that was it. After that rejection, this thing kind of just stalled out. Didn't really make much of a move after that. That was basically most of my trading day. I took one trade on this stock. This stock was weird because so like I was talking about before with news headlines, this catalyst I should have played this a little more aggressively just based off of the news. It was basically a $1 billion merger, which I've been trading for 2 years now, and like I've never seen $1 billion merger agreement in a news headline before. So like just based off that alone, I think I should have been a little more aggressive. What made it hard though was that this was a higher float. I think it was like 40 million shares, and it was also lower priced. So those two things, for me personally, it makes it harder. Especially the price being lower. I just prefer when the price is a little more expensive, just because I like the rate of change on the stock. It's just easier for me to trade. When it's cheaper, it's slower. You can see the level 2, how stacked up it is, how tight the spread is. It's just a slower moving stock. So like when I'm waiting for this break, it's not gonna break the way I like to anticipate it, which makes it kind of almost uncomfortable for me to stay in the stock. 'Cause I'm so used to getting in and getting out if I don't see what I want to see right away. So that's more or less what happened on this stock. I got in at this break, and I held for a while because I knew this was gonna not, it wasn't gonna go up super fast, but it just was so slow. Like it just took forever, and I did not like it. So I ended up holding it to about like I think 158, 157 for like a 6 cent, 7 cent winner. So it wasn't much. Um, but this thing ended up going to like $2 though. Like yeah, it made a huge move relative to the price. So, but yeah, honestly though, I think that's just because of the news catalyst. Like in that situation, in that context, you might, for me, that's worth holding, right? Like just based off of that, instead of trying to trade the price action like I usually do, like trading the news in that sense might have been worth it just because of the type of catalyst it provided in that situation. So that's the one gripe, honestly, today. And I also passed up on a nice EMA dip on I think it was a 5 minute, I want to say, on OMX. Um, yeah, right here. I passed up on this one bad. I don't know why I hesitated. I think it was kind of like that fear factor thing again I talked about in the previous video, where when I'm up on the day and I feel like I'm doing good, I'm hesitant to keep risking more. And this was a great trade. It's right on this 9 EMA on the 5 minute. Hold our level, $2, double confluence. Didn't take it. And then guess what? This thing went up like all the way to 220. Really fast too for a cheaper stock. All the way up to 230 actually. 30 cents a share on a $2 stock. That's a big move. That's a lot of money. Like, with bigger share size. So yeah, that one kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie, but still a great day all in all. Still things I can clean up, mainly just better entries on dips specifically, and not giving into fear on setups that logically make sense. So that's basically it though for today. It was a really good bounce back day. I just kept it simple. Like really, I focused on taking less trades, which helped me a lot. As you can see, accuracy is way better. That's probably the number one way to improve your accuracy is taking just less trades. Yeah, honestly, even less than 5. If you want to go lower, that's gonna help improve your accuracy. I used to do one trade a day when I was um, in my cash account. When I used to trade with bigger size, I would basically just trade once a day and make that one trade count. That helped me a lot with higher accuracy. Um, but as you can see, only 5 trades, 60% accuracy, which is way better than the past couple days. Profit loss ratio is solid, over 2 to 1. So it's just really good. Profit factor strong. Yeah, it was a really good day, all in all. But yeah, that's it though for the recap. Um, I think I thought there was like one stock that made a huge move in the open. What stock? Oh, was it this TMCR? Oh, this one did an IPO. Yeah, this one IPO'd at the open. I don't even know what this stock is. Metals Royalty Company. Interesting. Yeah, this one IPO'd though. I've never traded an IPO. Um, I do want to eventually, but yeah, this was interesting. IPOs. I've never traded one. I'm not really good with halts either. I know some traders are really good trading halts. I've never been that type of trader because I don't trade the open often. I get up, like I said, I live on the West Coast, so I get up at like 3:40, 3:45, right before 4 a.m. and I'll trade from 4 a.m. to about 6 a.m. and then I don't even trade the open usually. It's kind of hard for me to like stay at the desk past 6. For me, like I know myself pretty well at this point, and I know like past about 6 a.m. after 2 hours of trading, I start to kind of have that screen fatigue where I just do not operate as efficiently. I can kind of feel it. So, yeah, that's just me just knowing myself personally. But there are some really good moves at the open that I'll miss time to time, though. So, sometimes I'll stay, but I know mentally I'm kind of burnt out at that point. But, but yeah, that's it for the recap. Just wanted to go over those trades. Kept it simple today. Let me know what you guys traded today. If you guys had a green day, red day, how it was. But